putting video and audio in a living and breathing drug house and turning the keys over to the gang when you wanted to turn them over, that had never been done before.
Look, I got 50 shots. I got 30 shots.
It's 24 hours a day, and you actually see 24 hours a day of what these people are doing and how they live and how they operate their business in amongst their personal lives.
Oh, Stella, I'm gonna go to the hospital. Who got my 10 millimeter? You mean when I go as far as this from the top? Who got 10 millimeter? This is my 10 millimeter. There ain't no 10, man. It's not 10. It's a set.
Bradford Dotson wasn't a force or just a brooding hard case. The shooting at McDonald's, where he did shoot Julio Allen during that dinner time incident, it was just brazen.
From the beginning, when I first even joined the gang, I was being somebody that I wasn't. You know, I wasn't being Bradford Dotson. I was being the hustler, who they wanted me to be, the one that they accepted. They didn't like Bradford Dotson. They liked the hustler. So for all them years, I was being a hustler. I wasn't being Bradford D. Dotson.
You know, Stone, I get on guns like this when I'm busting. And I got away with, you know, the 7 got 7 shots, and I got away with like 3, 4 shells. I'm Stone, but right at Pebbles' crib, I missed the thing.
My child did not have negligent parents. He wasn't hungry, didn't miss a day's meal, was not homeless. I wasn't a crackhead's dad, wasn't a crackhead, wasn't abusive. I did none of that. None of the things that society say is the reason why these children do what they do. They do it because they want to, number one. And they do it because someone has enticed them. The drug dealers come through and they see easy, gullible young people and they offer them, and it's exciting. You know, the possibility, the rims, the car. I am angry at him for not, I'm actually angry at him for allowing someone to sell him a dream of nothing. And I believe that that's what it was.
I met Bradford one night. My daughter was picking me up from work, and she introduced me to the guy in the car. This was my boyfriend. I didn't pay him any attention. First time I really, other than seeing him in the car, remember being around Brad. It was, I went over one day and one of their friends says, "Martha, I think you need to know Jennifer is pregnant." Oh, after that day, Brad and I became really close because I punched him. And after that, I started taking him to church with me, and I just really grew to love him, and he was just my boy.
I first met Doug in like 96, 97, when our gang was in tour with their gang. Their gang was from like 53rd and Harper, and you know we from 52nd and Drexel. So Duck used to come down to Drexel and he'd shoot at us. And it's like concrete jumping off the ground, hitting, and his shells hitting up the cars. Because our two gangs was in tour, that's the first time I even heard his name or knew about him.
So much for me as I did for Brandon. He has uncles and he has grandfathers and he has cousins and whatnot that could help raise him, but it's nothing like a dad. And he was very young. And having, you know, that's all he know about his dad is in and out of jail.
Hello? What's up?
What's up?
Brandon, that you?
Yeah. Thank you.
8 years old. Indeed. Don't spend all your time sitting in the room playing a video game. Go
Okay.
outside and play and go to school and just be good.
Okay.
Well, I wish I was outside playing right now, running around.
The severity of the situation never hit me until, and at 2 o'clock in the morning, I get a call from the hospital across town that he'd been mugged. And I'm thinking, well, how did that happen? They said, well, we're taking him to surgery. We'll call you when it's over. 9 o'clock the next morning, they called me that he was finally out of surgery. And I talked to the doctor because I had worked at that hospital before. And he told me that somebody had mashed Brad's hands. He said it's the worst case he'd ever seen. It took him 7 hours to put his hands back together. The hands were mashed flat. The fingers were split and the flesh was coming through. All the bones down to the wrist. Just mashed. Like hamburger.
If you look at the video footage from the Kishwaukee house, you see bandages on both of Bradford Dotson's hands throughout that time period. And that is from Daryl Duck Davis. What happened was Duck suspected Bradford of snitching on the gang or of stealing money, something that went against Duck and the organization. So Duck gathered up the gang members over at the Underwood Drug House. He had Joel Turner hold a gun to Bradford Dotson's head. Bradford Dotson was made to spread eagle on the floor, all of his clothes off, and Duck took a hammer and he broke both of Bradford Dotson's hands.
He just hit my hands 3 times with the hammers. He busted me. It don't take that much to break no hands with no hammer. He hit my hands 3 times. I did steal them guns though. I needed cash quick because I wasn't trying to be around like that, man. I stayed around because he really made me come around. When I got to the hospital, he immediately came and got me from my baby mother's house. I'm gonna tell the truth, I was scared. I didn't want to die.
My little finger look like a hot leg that comes to life. You gonna have to split like that or stop. You should see when they got the bed. Damn, man.